YouTube friends, what is going on? Davinci back, brand new video. As most of you are well aware, there's an epidemic of some sorts going around the world, right? Which affects everyone. It affects businesses, it affects global economy, local economy, and also affects us as creators, as owner-operators, as business owners, right? And what I wanted to talk about in this video specifically is the difference between investing in gear and buying gear, which I think can probably help a lot of you out, especially things with right now, we're unsure how like the economy is gonna be the next couple months, right? Is it wise to like buy any new gear? And is there a difference, right, between investing in gear right now and buying gear right now? When you're investing in gear, you're purchasing a piece of equipment or, several pieces of equipment that are going to bring you value in the long run, right? That could be 5 years, it could be maybe 3 years, it could be 10 or 15 years, right? An example of that is my Aperture 120D. I've owned that for 3 years, going on 3.5 years. I haven't had a need to sell it because it's amazing light, right? It's not the best light, but again, it depends on what you need it for. And the 120D, I remember when I bought it, it was like 745 or something like that, plus the mini dome, V mounts, and all that kind of stuff, right? But I paid that thing off like years ago, right? 3 years ago when I bought it. And it's also brought me value because it's a light that I can use with different attachments and things like that to bring to production. And when the clients see the kind of lighting that I'm able to craft and to create for the brand and for the piece, right? That light in itself is bringing value to them. That is bringing value to our productions, right? So that's a piece of gear that I invested in. Now, when you're buying a piece of gear or a piece of equipment, it's something that is going to give you like a short-term return. And hopefully, right, the goal is if you do buy a piece of gear that isn't really an investment, it's something you can sell relatively quick once you're done with it to make either your money back, to go towards an investment, or towards a different purchase, right? So hopefully it's something in the case where you're not going for broke, so to speak, right? You're not buying a $10,000 camera and then say like 6 months down the road you're like, shit, I bought the wrong camera. 6 months down the road you might not be able to sell that camera for the same price. You maybe like half of it or something along there, right? So you're actually losing money in that case. Now, why is that important right now, right? March 2020 as I'm filming this? Well, we aren't sure what the economy is going to look like. We're not sure how things are going to be perceived in the next year to come, right? Especially this year. And I know for a lot of manufacturers, whether you're like a lens manufacturer, probably all their stuff is manufactured in China, right? But if those factories are closed for the foreseeable future, how are they going to sustain their business, right? How are they going to get products out to you and I to purchase? And does it make sense for us to purchase gear right now? And as you can tell, filming in different parts of the house today because man, it is raining, right? Talk about just the entire atmosphere of the world being not so sunshine and rainbows all the time, right? It's just gloomy, crazy ass weather right now. And I just thought I'd show you guys a little bit of what we're dealing with here in sunny Southern California, right? Where you always think it's sunny, you always know it's sunny until it's not sunny. Now, switching gears a little bit, how about equipment that you can buy or that you're looking to buy? Again, a buy is something that you plan on selling relatively quick or maybe in the near future, and hopefully you can get at least most of your money back for it. A prime example of that is when I bought the Canon 1DX Mark II in like late 2017. I actually didn't know how long I would keep the camera for. I knew it was going to be for a good amount of time, and I bought it like semi-used. It was in like perfect condition for like $4,000 off of someone on eBay. And I used it for like 2017. I used it for all of 2018, and then 2019 I decided to sell the camera as because the 1DX Mark II, as great of a camera as it is for a lot of things, the types of productions that I wanted to move like kind of into, that 1DX Mark II just didn't feel that didn't feel that business need or that production need. So I ended up selling it for $4,000, like the same price I bought it for. And I actually used that to go towards the Fujinon MK18 to 55, which, if you follow my channel or in my content, you see I use that lens pretty often, and it's brought a lot of value to my clientele. And so for me, that was a buy, right? I bought it for $4,000. I used it for about a year. How long did I use it for? I used it for like almost like 2 years ago, like, a year and 8-9 months or something like that, right? I sold it for the same amount, and I used that to go towards another piece of equipment that was bringing value to my production company, right? And who's to say I might sell the Fuji MK18 to 55? I'm pretty sure, just looking at prices right now, I'm not going to get the same amount back. Just because now Fuji has a micro four thirds version of the 18 to 55, and some people are selling it for lower, some people are selling it for higher, right? So that might be a lens that I keep, might be a lens that, again, I might sell and I might lose some money on, right? But for me, that was a pretty good purchase overall, and it wasn't something that like I had to spend more money on and I lost money on, if that makes any sense. It's challenging in itself to, you already have like a list of like cameras or lenses or whatever it is that you were going to buy. And now you're in this situation where you're like, might not be the best time to buy anything big, right? Maybe you invest in something kind of small that you're like, we were originally going to plan on buying this anyways. It's still not going to hurt the company. It's not going to hurt the business. It's going to still bring value to your productions, to your clients. Then maybe that's a consideration to be like, okay, cool, like let's go ahead and get this guy right now, before prices start going even higher, right? But if you're in a situation where you were thinking about maybe buying a lens or a set of lenses, and you're like, it'll be nice to have these lenses, but not necessarily necessary for our work, it would just be nice to have, maybe you put that on the back burner for next year, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to reduce as much harm to the business as possible. That way we can continue to create, that way we can continue to network, collaborate, get new clients, contact old clients, and create those meaningful connections to still create stories and inspiring content for everyone. But at the end of the day, friends, make sure that you're accounting for everything, right? Especially during these times. It's like I said again, there's a lot of unknowns. There's a ton of unknowns, and because of that, it's scary. It can be fearful in a way. You're not sure like if clients are gonna back out. You're not sure if the clients that you were talking to and you're like kind of close on closing a deal or closing a sale. Right now, they might be thinking like, shit, I might not have enough a budget. Maybe they have to lower the budget. I think that's gonna kind of happen across the board for everyone, whether you're Nike or if you're a small mom and pop shop, that's used to paying like, say like $1,000 a month or something like that for content, right? Things scale, but that's okay. Things are gonna get better. But the most important thing is know when you're investing in a piece of equipment or if you're simply buying that piece of equipment. And if you're buying it, make sure you can get that money back relatively soon. If not, then probably hold off on buying that thing. But as always, friends, if you have any questions, comments, feedback during all this stuff happening, just let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear from every single person out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, just so you know if I have new content coming out. And remember, friends, every day you have an opportunity to create your experience and to write and tell your own story. My name is David Lee, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.